Hey everybody, it's Brian here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing great. So today's episode is a Redbubble Shop review. It's Redbubble Shop review episode 15. Wow, can you believe it? 15 already. I'm going to be taking a look at two shops today, sharing some really insightful and what I hope will be valuable information, not only for the particular shop owners who I'm reviewing, but indeed for any and all of you who are watching this episode. So it's a real informative, down-to-earth episode. And with that said, let's get to it. Okay, so welcome to my computer screen, and as you can see here, we've got the first shop up on screen for today's review, and the name of the shop is BOEC Gear. This person hails from the United Kingdom, currently has 718 designs. So when we're taking a look at the banner over here, it's a really effective, nice banner. I really like it. You know, it gives a potential customer an idea as to what kind of designs one can expect to find on the shop. I also love the logo. The flow of the text too as well, with this nice yellow swirl on the right hand side too as well. So it's a really effective banner. The one thing that I might comment on, and this could be something that you might want to take on board, if you saw my last episode pertaining to marketing ideas for Halloween, this might be a time where you might want to consider, making some minor modifications to your shop banner to give it a bit of a themed feel for Halloween, or you could even do one for Thanksgiving or even for Christmas, just to actually put a potential customer into the mood when he or she is visiting your shop. By all means, don't get me wrong, this is a great banner and would work really well through the slower times of the year, or maybe through the times of the year where there aren't any really major holidays. But during this time of the year, as we're approaching the fourth quarter and people are really starting to get into the mood and just want to get that feeling, that enhancement, inside their gut, inside their soul, that, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas is just right around the corner. Why not do a little bit something special to your shop banner to actually enhance the feel of the season? That way, when they're visiting, if they have an idea, they might actually stop and dwell a little bit longer into your shop banner. There might be actually a design in your banner that they weren't considering, and given the fact that they stopped in order to see what kind of tweaks that you did for the season, might actually get them to say, hey, wait a minute, there's an interesting design that I hadn't seen before or I hadn't considered. Let me see if I can find it in the shop and delve a little bit deeper, maybe actually even make a purchase. So again, there's a lot to be had with respect to, doing these small modifications. Again, you want to think when you go to a brick and mortar shop, in a department store, or, in a shopping mall or whatnot, given this time of the year as Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas starts, to get closer and closer, people love to be in an environment where they're going to be seeing these things. And, when they're in this kind of situation, in this kind of scenario, in a shop, they're probably more prone to the idea of buying. So let's see if we can't replicate, giving customers that feeling through whatever it is that you have control over in your Redbubble shop. And obviously, the first and foremost important thing, or rather aspect of your shop, is a shop banner. So take control of that and see if you can't come up with something pertaining to Halloween, or then again to Thanksgiving, and then again yet even to Christmas. I mean, just minor tweaks, and see if that actually helps with respect to generating more sales for your shop, or at least keeping people longer in your shop, which obviously will send a nice signal to the algorithm that people are visiting your shop and are really enjoying their time on it. And maybe perhaps the algorithm will actually start showing your designs in the Redbubble marketing that they do. There's just so much that can be done with your shop banner. Take the opportunity and really dig deep into it and see what you can come up with. So let's take a look at your artist profile here. Okay, so your name is Rich. Hi, Rich. Pleased to meet you. And you're an old school graphic designer, so well done. So you probably already have an idea of what it is that I'm suggesting when I'm actually talking about your shop banner. You probably say I'm retro or vintage, but I have some kick ideas and designs. Okay, we're just about to see that. So obviously coming up with loads of ideas and designs, all from my BMX, vintage video games, and general life over the past 50 years. Okay, so you and I are basically in the same age demographic. So, I can remember my BMX bike, my Atari, and obviously Commodore 64 games. So definitely I can see where you're getting your inspiration from. So good on you. Let's take a look at what kind of designs that you have. So we're just going to scroll to the top of your page here and take a look. So this is great. You've already started putting in your Halloween designs in your featured collection. So great, that's amazing to see. Well done for that. All right, and you've got quite a number of collections over here. So again, you're making it easier for customers to find certain topics, certain niches that exist in your shop too as well. You always want to make sure that you make the shopping experience, the visiting experience, as easy and as enjoyable for your potential customers. So let's take a look at some designs over here, okay? So this is actually a really nice design of this dog face over here with the white outline, the Bull Mastiff sticker. Okay, be careful, you don't need to actually put the word sticker in the title, because obviously Redbubble will actually put the word sticker automatically. As it stands right now, you have the fact that you've got sticker twice. You really don't need that, you know. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but again, you don't need to do that. So let's just click on that and take a look at what else we can see with respect to this listing. Okay, what I would suggest that you do is maybe see if you can't come up with a few more keywords to add into your title. Maybe add the word dog or canine in there, just to give the algorithm something to chew on a little bit more, so that your design can obviously be seen a lot more when people are visiting the Redbubble platform. Okay. All right. In terms of description, Bull Mastiff artwork. Okay. I don't know if you've seen any of my previous episodes pertaining to Redbubble shops. If you had, you probably would have already changed it. You know, I'm hoping that you would have seen it, but if you haven't, clearly this seems to be the case. You're leaving money on the table, my friend, okay? A description is fundamentally important to put for all of your listing. One, it's an opportunity for you to add more keywords so that the Redbubble algorithm can actually refer to them. And if you do it in conjunction with your title and your description and your keyword tags, then obviously it's going to allow for your designs to rank higher and to be more prevalent and more visible on the Redbubble platform. Secondly, search engines like Google tends to index designs based on the description. Now, as it stands here, you're not giving Google a lot to chew on in terms of to whom to show your design to. Bull Mastiff artwork is very basic, okay? I would highly recommend that you go in and you tweak your descriptions and add a little bit more meat and potatoes to it, just so that obviously Google will have a better idea in terms of how to index your design. You could also include an upsell. Now, you're given 256 characters by the Redbubble platform in order to, create an effective description for your design. This is a great opportunity to suggest to potential customers that, hey, maybe they were there to look for this particular design on a coffee mug, but it could also make a great gift on a duvet cover or on a shower curtain or any of the other products that you have activated for this particular design. Choose 2 or 3 of them and suggest to whom this design would be good for and on which products it would look great. Again, you're trying to get the cogwheels going in the minds of potential customers to not only consider purchasing it on maybe the product that they were there to originally purchase it on, let's say a coffee mug, but maybe the fact that you suggest something else could actually encourage them to consider the purchase. Instead of making 1 sale, you might make 2. So definitely take a look at that. I'm going to leave a thumbnail up on the screen now to a video I published some time ago about how to create an effective description. If you haven't seen it, or if you're somebody who's watching this video right now and maybe don't really have a clue as to how to go about creating an effective description, I want to encourage you and invite you to take a look at this particular episode after you finish watching this one, so that obviously it can help you to create better descriptions and hopefully land more sales, particularly now that we're getting closer and closer to the 4th quarter. So descriptions definitely need to be worked on. I'm not certain if it's just an isolated incident with this particular design, but I have a sneaking suspicion that if I had to look at a few other designs in your shop, the same would hold true for those two as well. So don't take the easy way out with respect to descriptions. It's an important part of your listing. Go in and give it the due diligence it deserves so that you can utilize this very important aspect of your listing to help you get more visitors to your shop and hopefully land more sales. Okay, in terms of keyword tags. Okay, so we've got quite a number of tags here. Clearly we have over the 14 to 17 keyword tags that I normally advocate for, and that's absolutely fine. I mean, if this design is making sales for you, well and good. You can just ignore this part that I'm going to be talking about. But if you're not making any sales for it, or if you're not making as many sales as you would like, the one thing that I would highly recommend you to do is that you actually start inserting a few more long tail keyword phrases. Now, long tail keyword phrases is a combination of words stringed together that make sense, that effectively are phrases that people would type in into the Redbubble search field in order to find a design that they are looking for. In addition to that, when you add a long tail keyword phrase, it's actually decreasing the amount of competition that your design is going to be competing against. Now, as I did with the description video, I'm going to put a few thumbnails of some videos that I actually created and published some time ago pertaining to long tail keyword phrases. Again, you're welcome to take a look at those if you haven't. It's just another suggestion, another way, another method to go about trying to gain more traction for your shop, to try and get your designs ranking higher in the Redbubble search, because obviously the higher they are, the greater the likelihood that people might stop, click on it, and they might actually be inclined to purchase it. If your design is competing against 100,000, 200,000, a million other designs, well, the likelihood of your design being found against all of that competition is going to be negligible, and all of your hard work in terms of creating your designs will be for naught, because if people can't see your design, they can't consider purchasing it. Okay, now what do I mean by over here? I mean, if we take a look at the word dog, I'm just going to right click and open it in a new tab. The keyword dog on Redbubble brings back 1,452,000 plus designs. Now just imagine for a moment if somebody was scrolling the keyword dog on Redbubble on their mobile device and you were listed, I mean, way down below 1 million, below 100,000, heck, below 10,000. The likelihood of somebody scrolling through their mobile device in the hopes of trying to discover your design is going to be negligible. And again, as I stated earlier, if they can't find it, then they can't buy it. So what you want to do is you definitely want to try and come up with long tail keyword phrases, 3 or 4 words, maybe 5 tops, where when you string them together and actually click on it, the number of other designs that you're going to compete against, I would suggest that you try to shoot for something under 1,000. You'll have a better chance of being found if your design is competing against 1,000 designs or less. Let's just see, we've got best friend over here. I'm going to right click on that and open it in a new tab. I mean, even best friend, which is quite a generic phrase too as well. You've got 268,000 plus designs to compete against. Let's see your other one here, Kennel Club. That might be a little bit better. Let's check it out. Kennel Club brings back 990 results. Okay, so this is already a far cry better than 256 or 1,400,000 designs. I think you will agree with me that if somebody who is actually in love with dogs, loves things pertaining to dogs, is going to understand what a kennel is and is going to understand what a kennel club is too as well. And they might be looking for design pertaining to that keyword phrase, and they'll type it in, and your design is only competing against 989 other results, obviously at the time of publishing this video. So you will stand a better chance of being seen for this particular design, obviously, than against the other 2 keyword phrases or the other 2 keyword tags that we were looking at. Okay, so definitely, as a summary with respect to your shop, what I would highly recommend that you do is tweak your shop banner a little bit in order to reflect the holiday season. Definitely go in and improve your descriptions on any and all designs that don't have an effective description. Don't leave money on the table for that. And secondly, I know you've got over 700 results in your shop and probably would take you forever to do this, but it might be an exercise that you can start with new designs that you create from today onwards. Be a little bit more selective with respect to the keyword tags that you choose. Try to get keyword tags where you're going to be competing against fewer other results, fewer other designs, so that hopefully your design ranks a lot higher, and obviously you stand making a better chance of making sales. So in other words, well done. I mean, let's just go back to your shop here. I saw some really wonderful designs. I obviously took a look at your shop before starting this particular video just to get a feel of that. I really love this one over here. That's your mom, that is. I know it's from a quote from a British sitcom, but the font is really spot on. I really liked it. If you built that up on your own like that, obviously you're a graphic designer, well done. It's really effective. I love the white against the black. You might want to consider doing a black on white, or maybe creating one that has some color in it too as well. I know it's totally up to you, just to give a little bit of variation to customers who might not necessarily be looking for white text on black, just to give them something else to choose from. There was another thing that I did notice. Be very careful with respect to any trademarked or copyrighted material. I know Jessica Rabbit is a copyrighted and a trademarked character. Be very careful. I know Redbubble does tend to close one eye to certain things like that, but you don't want to put yourself in a situation down the road where maybe they change their policies, come up with something, being a little bit harsher, and you getting your shop closed down because of it. Okay, so just obviously keep that in mind too as well. I love the retro feel to some of these designs that you have here. Mars needs women. Okay, that's actually quite cool. Me and thee. This could actually really be an interesting one. Maybe you could actually split it and it could be sort of like a Halloween pair shirt, or maybe something that, a boyfriend, girlfriend, or a husband and wife could wear. I don't know, maybe you could take this as inspiration and find two words that one would find to be associated with a couple, and then come out with, a line of these particular types of designs in order just to give customers more to choose from too as well. So well done for that. I really love your shop. Continue building on what it is that you're building. Love this one here of the Boris Johnson. This is a Christmas themed one too as well. Okay, definitely want to make sure that you build up your Christmas collection in preparation for the biggest holiday season of the year. But otherwise, go in to your designs, go into your shop, and try to make those modifications that I suggested. In the long run, it will definitely help out and obviously put you in a better position of landing more sales. Otherwise, well done. Good luck in the fourth quarter and keep it up. Okay, so the second shop that we're going to be reviewing in today's episode is a shop called Kawaiko. I hope I pronounced that right. Again, let's take a look at the shop banner from the get-go. It's a really effective shop banner. It's very minimalist. It's very calming and peaceful, which I think effectively is what the seller was out to achieve. I love the fact that we've got this merging of this beautiful tree with the silhouette of a woman over here, and obviously matches with the avatar of your shop too as well. And I really love the fact that you've got sort of this pinkish type of colored text against this nice gray background. Is very effective, very calming, very, very peaceful too as well. Again, what I would also suggest that you consider doing, very similarly to what I stated with the previous shop owner, obviously see if you can't tweak it up a little bit, maybe still keeping that nice, peaceful, calm, meditative type of feel, but maybe including something pertaining to the holiday season. I mean, I'm just thinking Thanksgiving. What if you had to have, a clip art of a turkey meditating, for example, or, a ghost or a vampire meditating? Just something to put a smile on the face of a potential customer when they come and visit. Remember, when people are happy, their guard is down and they're more open to the idea of considering purchasing something. So why not put a smile on the face of somebody and see what you can do? Again, it is a lovely banner. Don't get me wrong. I would give this banner 10 out of 10 any day of the year. But I've always felt that it's really important that we try to keep up with the seasons that we're approaching and see what we can do to try to instill that sensation, instill that feel in the hearts and minds of our customers when they visit our digital shops. Now, we just started recently, October 2021, with 196 designs, which is quite good considering that, you're less than a year old in terms of your shop. So well done for that. Let's take a look at the artist profile. Okay, so hello, I am Kawaiko. I'm an illustrator and animated designer. I love calming colors and designs. So it's just as I, stated at the beginning of this segment, I believe in expressing the freedom of the soul, well-being, happiness of every person. I hope you enjoy my calming, inspirational designs. So well done for that. What I've noticed from the artist profile here is that you included the link to your Redbubble shop. The fact that they're on your shop already means that they don't need your link. So I don't know if maybe actually putting in your Redbubble shop link in your description or your artist profile is the best way to go. Maybe you might want to give them a link to someplace else. I already know that you've got an Instagram and a Facebook link over here too as well. I don't know, maybe they can contact you via another email address, particularly if they want to, I don't know, maybe they're open to collaborating with you or asking for a particular design to be made in a certain way, or with a certain phrase or whatnot that, they like the way that you created something but would like a phrase or something on it. The fact that they're able to contact you via an email address that you could give them could be the key to landing more sales. So you might want to consider that too as well. Another thing that I noticed, you've got 328 favorites, which for a shop that's about a year old, It's not the best in terms of number, and that can actually change by you going into Redbubble and starting to follow other sellers. Okay, when you follow other sellers and you start favoriting the designs of other sellers, they're going to notice, they're going to see, they're going to be given a message that, hey, you liked or favored one of their designs. More often than not, these sellers will in turn visit your shop and obviously return the favor by liking and favoriting some of your designs. Now, why is this important? Well, the more favorites that you have for a particular design, the more of a message that it's sending to the Redbubble algorithm that this is a design worth showing because a lot of people like it. Now, yes, you have other sellers who are liking it, and for all intents and purposes, they could also be potential customers of you as well. But the fact that they're favoriting your design and you're getting a high number of favorites, the Redbubble algorithm is going to start showing your design to others through the Redbubble marketing campaigns or whatnot, so that obviously it's thinking, well, if people are really favoriting, there might be other people who might like it. So obviously you'll get more traction that way too as well. And obviously your design might actually start going up in the Redbubble ranks too as well. Obviously, if you start making more sales through that design as well. So you definitely want to take a few moments. It doesn't have to take hours. You don't have to do it every day. You could spend maybe 5 or 10 minutes when you access Redbubble. Grab the first 5 or 6 shops that obviously appear on your homepage when you access Redbubble. Click on it and just favor those designs which really appeal to you, that grab your attention. Try to choose maybe, 5 or 10 different designs from each shop. And, if you've chosen 5 shops within a span of 10 minutes, you'll have favorited 50 designs, which hopefully in turn, you'll get 50 favorites from your shop by these particular sellers too as well. So it's a way of scratching each other's back in order to help, gain a little bit more traction and potentially get your designs ranking a little bit higher and hopefully making more sales. So definitely something you should consider. Okay, so let's go to the top of your shop here and just start taking a look at some of the designs that you have. Okay, I noticed that you don't have a featured collection for any of the seasons coming up in the fourth quarter. Now, I don't know if it's because you don't have any designs pertaining to those particular seasons, but if you do, I would highly recommend that you actually toggle a featured collection. You go in through the back end of your dashboard and obviously go into your shop settings and find where you can actually create a featured collection. You'll have a drop down menu which will give you all of your collections that you've got listed over here, and you can actually toggle one as a featured collection. Now, if you don't have a featured collection pertaining to the seasons in the fourth quarter, and again, because maybe you don't have any designs, that's absolutely okay. Not everybody designs for Halloween and Christmas and whatnot, but there will still be people going out there looking for Christmas gifts in the form of designs. Maybe there's somebody who's really into what it is that you're designing and is hoping to find something to give as a Christmas gift either to themselves or to a friend or loved one. Why not create a featured collection of some of your favorite designs and put it up there so that when they're visiting your shop and they see that you have a featured collection, out of curiosity, people tend to toggle and click on that first collection, and maybe there'll be something from your designs that they'll love and actually buy. But as it stands right now, the fact that you're missing this very important tool is obviously working against you. So I'd highly recommend that you create a featured collection and get it toggled up. Okay, so let's just take a look at your collections over here. Happy Girl Designs, Full Circle, Galaxy, quite a few. Again, keeping in line with the sense of cleansing the soul, peace, meditation, and whatnot. I saw this one here, Cute Little Monsters. Let's take a look at that. Obviously, Cute Little Monsters doesn't tend to correlate with peace and tranquility, particularly if you're parents with toddlers or very young children who are constantly screaming throughout the day. But again, these parents need to find gifts for their children too as well, so why not? Let's take a look at this one here, Little Monsters cartoon. So I'm gonna click on that one. Okay, so we got Little Monsters cartoon relaxed fit t-shirt. Okay, it's a lovely design. If you drew it, well done. If you put it together, well done too as well. You've got hi and hello over there. It's a cute design. I like it. I wouldn't suggest bringing it up anymore. I think you probably have already maxed out the top margin for the design, so we're all good. Let's take a look at your description here. What a fun and cute design for a child of any age. This will appeal to adult, teenager, child, toddler, and yes, even a baby. Such a cute, warm-hearted gift for someone. Okay, so I would give this description maybe 60% out of 100. You've told a potential customer to whom this design would appeal to, and basically you've covered the entire gamut from baby straight up to adulthood, which obviously is quite typical and quite, expected. Everybody wants to try and sell their designs to anybody irrespective of age. The one thing that I would actually caution in terms of doing that is try to be a little bit more truthful, a little bit more specific in terms of which demographic your designs would appeal to. Again, a baby's really not going to know one way or another whether he or she is going to like it. Toddler, perhaps, child. I don't know if a teenager would actually wear that design. Some adults might, but what I'm trying to say is try to refine to whom, or rather which demographic, age demographic, your design would really apply to, because that just gives a little bit more credibility to you as a seller, that you're not just out there to throw your designs out there and try to make as many sales as you possibly can. You're being truthful to the potential customer to whom you believe that design should work for. And then obviously if the customer thinks, well, no, that's hogwash, I think I could get it for an adult too as well, that's absolutely, that's their pigeon. If they want to buy it for an adult, that's absolutely okay. They want to buy it for a baby, that's okay too as well. But the fact that you didn't try to sort of like spam them in terms of considering all age demographics, that might turn some people off. Okay, such a cute and warm-hearted gift for someone, absolutely agree. I think that's a really great way. What I would also suggest that you do is maybe try the upsell. As I stated with the previous seller, try to give them an idea of which products you would recommend the design to be on. Is it a t-shirt? Is it a mug? Is it a duvet cover? Is it a canvas print? Does it belong on a pet bandana, for example, or a hat? Try to choose 2 or 3 items. Remember, you have 256 characters to work with. Try to use all of the characters to the best of your ability so that you can actually insert more keywords into your description and obviously land more sales, okay? Because you're actually going to have your design being shown and obviously ranking higher too as well. Another thing that I would actually suggest that you do is that you try to put the title at the beginning of your description too as well, because then when it's actually indexed by Google, the fact that your title is there in the description and it correlates and matches with the title of your design, that gives a little bit more strength in the Google search engine too as well. So something that obviously I learned through some research a few months ago, I've been putting into practice where and when possible in my shop. I would highly recommend that you do the same thing with your designs. Okay, in terms of keywords, okay, again, we have more than 14 to 17, so be very, very careful here. Again, I'm not really seeing anything with respect to long tail keyword phrases. The one thing that I'm seeing is that you've got a combination of 2 words together without a space. Let's take a look and see how that is affecting the ranking and the amount of listings that you're competing against. So if we just right click and open a new tab for toddler girl, what do we have here? Okay, we've got only 1 result. Okay, this is already turning on the alarm bells for me. Let's go back and do the same thing with toddler boy. Okay, we've got 2 results. Okay. Why are we doing this? Why am I going through this? Why am I showing this to you? Because you have to ask yourself, what is the likelihood that somebody's actually going to type toddler boy without a space? Okay. What is the likelihood that they're going to type toddler girl without a space? You might say, well, I've got the keywords. I want to give it a try and see how it goes. I don't know how long this particular design has been up in your shop. Again, I don't know if you've been making any sales for it. If you had, congratulations, well and good. But you do want to make sure that when you have your design listed on Redbubble, you want to make sure that there's some other results that it can compete against. Because if there are other designs for that keyword or keyword tag, that means that there is interest in it. That means there's competition. And competition can be good, so long as it isn't excessive. If you add a keyword or a keyword phrase to your design that nobody is going to type, well, you've effectively just wasted a very valuable keyword tag that nobody is going to use. And if nobody's going to use it, they're not going to find your design. If they don't find your design, they can't buy it. Okay, so you might want to try toddler boy with a space. What I'm going to do is I'm going to right click here, open toddler boy, and then I'm going to type in, I'm going to go up over here and I'm going to put a space after boy. And let's just see what kind of results we get for that. Okay, toddler boy brought back 92,000 results. So you can see there's a huge jump from toddler boy with no space to toddler boy with a space. So then maybe you might want to actually consider going in and adding yet another keyword in order to try and refine it. So why don't we try Let's see, little monster toddler boy. Little monster toddler boy. Again, you just want to try different combinations of keywords put together that would make sense, that somebody could potentially type out, and see what kind of results you'd be coming up with. Okay, 347 results. Definitely a lot better than 2. Well within the 1,000 results that I tend to advocate for, and there's some good competition over here. But if you had to actually put this keyword phrase in your tags, then there's a good chance that you're going to rank a lot higher than obviously, against 90,000 results, and you're going to do a lot better and be seen with a lot more other results as opposed to 2 with just toddler boy with no space. So again, you want to make sure that you're staying away from, listings that have 10 or few results, because you're not going to get traction with those. And you want to make sure that you try to stay under 1,000 wherever possible. So again, if you haven't seen it, refer to my long tail keyword phrase playlist on my channel. Have a look at some of those episodes just to give you an idea of how I go about creating long tail keyword phrases, how I go about researching them. I created it some time ago, but it's still relevant, still pertinent today in 2022 as much as it was when I obviously created this particular episode, or these episodes, in 2020 and 2021. Okay, so let's just go back to your shop over here. In other words, in terms of what I'm seeing, your designs are really keeping true to your artist profile, which is really great. Introvert, I love this design too as well. You've got some sticker packs here that have spaces between. Really good, well done. One of the things that really is a pet peeve of mine is when I go into a shop and I see a sticker pack where the designs are so close together, when they're printed, they're stuck together, and obviously that really mucks things up for the customer. The fact that they have to take a pair of scissors and try to cut them out, they're never going to get it as even as Redbubble would be able to get it when they're printing them out. So make sure that you leave enough space between your designs if you are creating sticker packs, so that your customer will enjoy receiving it and obviously become a repeat customer too as well. Let's just take a look at this one, purple and turquoise flow. So really effective design. Really like this too as well. Okay, flowers with leaves. So you got some really good keywords here. Purple, turquoise for colors, flowers, leaves. Those are very important, strong keywords for your design. I love the fact that you got, this purple. Even the black has a bit of a purple tinge, so it's not solid black. And that blue really stands out nicely against the purple, so well done for that. Again, it really leads to the tranquility of the design. Excellent, well done for that. Okay, purple and turquoise flowers and leaves pattern is beautiful and very floral. Again, you've got part of the title in your description, so 2 thumbs up for that. Pretty design to warm up any home. Lovely gift for family and friends. Again, don't forget the upsell. Doesn't take long to do. Few words here to suggest other products, and maybe that could actually land you some sales. All right, we're going to take a quick look at your tags here. All right, so again, we've got some long tail keyword phrases, but no spaces in between. Let's take a look. Purple and turquoise leaves without any spaces. What does that do for us? Competing against 1 result. Now, let's go in and I'm going to put a space after each word and see if we make any improvements. We might not, but I have a feeling we will. Okay, 743 results. Again, well under 1,000. You're going to rank quite high for this keyword phrase. Go back into your tags for your designs, and where you haven't put in any spaces, go ahead and put spaces in, particularly if you've got phrases like this where you've got 3, 4, even 5 words strung together that make sense, that people could potentially type in when they're searching for a design, so that you can get your designs ranking against these other designs here. Because as it is right now, you're leaving money on the table. No one is going to be finding your designs for these keyword phrases. And obviously that's going to be such a pity, because you got some wonderful designs and you won't be making any sales. Okay, but otherwise, well done for your shop. Really impressed with what it is that I'm seeing. Oh, I'm just going to suggest one more thing, and this is a real important topic, or rather concept, that I would hope everybody who's watching this episode would take into heart. Let's just take a look at this design here, because I have a feeling I didn't see it on these 2 designs, and I have a feeling you're not doing what it is that I'm going to be suggesting now. Okay, and again, I'm not seeing it. Actually, 2 things. One, I am not seeing your name, or rather the name of your shop, as one of your keyword tags. very important that one of your keyword tags is the name of your shop, because it makes your shop searchable in Redbubble. So if they can't remember a particular design, but they remember the name of your shop, and they type in your shop in the search field, then all of your designs that contain your shop name in the tag is going to come up. And if that happens to be one of the designs that they're looking for, then they're going to find it. So you definitely want to make sure that you include it. More importantly, your shop name, I want you to put it as the first tag in your set of keywords. That is called the golden keyword position, for lack of a better concept, okay? Rather than having the word abstract, as we see over here, I want to suggest that you put in your shop name in the first position. Why? Well, I'm not going to tell you why. You'll find out by checking out the video that I created about the golden keyword, and I'm going to put the thumbnail on the screen right now so that you can go and take a look at it, because the video I created is going to explain it so much better than I could in 5 or 10 seconds. And I really don't want to degrade the importance of the golden keyword. I want you to get the full flavor of it. I want you to use this really important position in the keyword tags to keep people on your shop so that they will spend more time, and every time they click on a keyword tag, particularly if it's the first one, they're going to land back in your shop. And if they land back in your shop, there's a greater likelihood that they're going to buy something from your shop, that they're going to see something and that they're going to buy it. So take a look at that video, watch it, so that you can actually put this particular concept into practice in your shop. Again, you don't have a lot of designs compared to some of the bigger players out there who've been at this for a long time. So there's no reason in my mind why you couldn't spend an afternoon going into your tags with 196 designs and actually putting in your shop name in the golden keyword position, particularly before we start October, which is the 4th quarter. So otherwise, well done for your shop. Again, thumbs up for your shop banner. Take the suggestions that I obviously gave to you, put them into practice with your shop, and hopefully you'll increase the potential of making more sales. To everybody else who's been watching this episode, I certainly hope that you enjoyed viewing these shops. I think there's some great potential in both of them. I hope that you got some value out of the tips that I shared with these shop owners, and I certainly hope that you will put them into practice with your shop too as well, particularly if you are making some of the same types of mistakes that these shop owners are doing with their shop, so that obviously you can put your shop in a better position of making more sales, particularly in the 4th quarter that's only a few weeks away. So if you found value in this episode, please do me a favor, smash that like button. It does wonders for the YouTube algorithm. If you're new to this channel and you haven't yet seen any of my other videos, please click that subscribe button. Help me to reach 3,000 subscribers by the end of this calendar year. And I know that with your help, I can reach that number. But for today, that's all I've got. And as always, be safe, be well, be creative. Bye for now. Hey, if you enjoyed this video and you want to find out more ways that you can take your print-on-demand business to the next level, why don't you check out one of these 2 episodes I have over here. And don't forget to subscribe. Catch you in the next episode. Bye for now.